there's nothing like a crackling fire on a cold night. It warms the body and the soul.
Yeah, like my soul could use a little comfort.
You know, throughout history, man has always been fascinated by fire.
If I tell you something, will you promise not to laugh?
I promise.
When I was a little girl, I used to love to sit by the fire and stare at the flames. I saw people that I had known that died. I really did. I mean, like my grandmother. It was very strange. But I mean, there's no explanation for it, but I really saw them.
Well, that's not that all far-fetched, you know. There are cultures where fire has represented the eternal spirit of life.
I think you're very sweet to try and find a rational explanation for that.
Tell me, how does it feel being back in old Pine Valley?
Truthfully? It's a little strange.
Oh, well, that's to be expected. I mean, you've had so much upheaval in your life. But I'm sure you'll be feeling at home very soon.
I hope so.
Oh, I can't tell you how delighted we are to have you and little Laura with us. That aunt of yours has hardly left her side since you arrived.
Oh, I know. She and Mrs. Valentine are upstairs. They're staring at her and she's sleeping.
Well, you must bear with them. They're thrilled to death to have a baby in the house again.
No, I know they are. They were arguing before about how wide the window should be left open. I think I'm going to get more help than I want.
Well, you've got to bear with them. It's only for a time, you know, until the carriage house is freshened up a bit.
Well, that's something else. You know, Aunt Phoebe really shouldn't have gone all that trouble.
Oh, my dear, she loves it. I'm sorry, I'd like to stay and chat, but I've really got work to do. I've got some reading before that archaeology class of mine.
Oh, I have some work to do, too, so you go ahead.
All right. See you later.
Mark, how did you know I was here?
I called Kelly's looking for you. She told me.
Oh.
Oh? Is that all you have to say? Why didn't you tell me that you decided to move back to Pine Valley? So all we gotta do is...
Hey, do I know talent or do I know talent? Guys are dynamite.
Oh, the audience seemed to like us.
Like you. I didn't think they were going to let you off the stage.
Hey, it's a good crowd out there, right?
Man, it's packed house in the bar. Did you see the bar?
Word of mouth is good, huh?
Hey, listen, the business that you're bringing in, I think there could be money for both views.
Word.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got to get back out there. Listen, keep up the good work.
Oh, Jesse, they loved us.
Yeah, hey, I'm feeling good. We're getting better. We're getting better now that he's gonna up some money. We set.
Oh, I am so happy. Quick, pinch me. Pinch me if I'm dreaming.
Hey, if you are, you got company, baby. But you still got one problem.
Oh, Marty.
Yeah, bingo.
Well, I think maybe he'll settle down now that,
Now that, go ahead and say it. Now that you ain't giving me half your money, right?
Oh, let's not start on that again, okay, Jesse?
Yeah, right. Why spoil the moment, huh?
Partner.
You know that?
Yeah, baby. Get your hands off of her, hubby.
Well, I had a lovely evening, but I've got to be getting home.
Oh, no, please don't go. Mother's going to be here soon, I know, and she would just be so disappointed.
Liza,
to miss
I'm
you.
disappointed. I didn't get to see her, too, but it's kind of late, okay? It was a lovely dinner.
Thanks.
You're a pretty good cook. You really surprised me.
Hey, there's a lot you don't know about me.
Well, I'm sure that's true.
I mean, even though we work together every day, there's a lot I don't know about you either.
Oh, I don't know that there's that much to know.
Maybe you're not the best judge of that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah?
What is the real reason that you invited me here tonight?
Well, you know why. I wanted to do something nice for my mother.
Well, I know that's what you told me. Are you sure there isn't something else?
What do you mean?
Well, I have gotten a distinct impression all night long that I'm here for something other than to just cheer your mother up. Am I wrong?
I'm sorry. What the hell's wrong with me?
Zach, it's all right.
I don't believe what I'm doing.
Zach, would you just calm down?
Calm down. town. I'm the one who's always telling you to trust me, and then I... What kind of guy am I?
Hi, you busy?
I'm just cracking the books as usual, but I can certainly use a break. Go on in.
Okay. Yeah, I won't stay long. I just came over to, well, here, this is for you.
For me?
Yeah, well, actually, it's for you and Jesse, but, he won't mind if you open it up now. Go ahead. Come on, open it up.
Okay. Gosh, what can it be? Oh, Greg, how beautiful!
Yeah, I think it's pretty cute.
Oh, I can't wait for Jesse to see it. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Oh, I love it. But you didn't have to get a frame and everything.
Oh, I wanted to. I mean, after all the things you guys have done for me, all the dinners and everything, and just putting up with me in general, I wanted to.
Well, we love having you over. You know that. Well, now let's see. Where shall I put it? Greg, how's this?
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Yeah, mine too. You know, her birthday's coming up.
Yeah, that's right. November 17th.
She would have been, 19. Oh, she was so young.
I miss Jenny too, Greg. But you've got to go on with your life.
Yeah, I know, Angie. I know. I just... sometimes I get the feeling, though, that I'm just going through the motions here. Nothing seems to mean much without Jenny.
You'd hate to hear you talking that way.
No, Angie, but sometimes I feel so angry. And I keep asking myself, why did she have to die? I mean, there's no good reason.
You're right, there is no good reason.
And I think of all the, the rotten people in this world, all the murderers and rapists, and, I know it's an awful thing to say, but why do people like that have to live, and somebody like Jenny has to die? I mean, I just don't understand it sometimes.
Would you rather never have known Jenny at all? I don't think so. And that's why you've got to be grateful for the time that you did have together.
I know that, Angie. It was just too damn short, that's all. I know that, Angie. It was just too damn short, that's all.
Yo, would you chill out?
No, you chill out. You really expect me to believe you're not making it with this guy?
Oh, honey, don't talk like that. Jesse and I just got some great news before you walked in.
Yeah, we were celebrating.
Oh, I can see what you were doing.
I bet you could, but you're way off base, Junior.
Ron told us that we were a big hit. Oh, honey, you should have been here. The audience went wild.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, come on, Marty. You should be glad about it.
Really? Now, why should I be glad?
What she means is that she's going to be getting her full salary from now on.
Yeah, honey, Ron has agreed to pay Jesse out of his own pocket.
Look, I don't give a damn who pays Tweety Bird here. What I'm concerned about is walking in here and finding you two pouring each other.
We weren't doing anything.
Look, you two are finished as of now.
What?
Watch my lips. I don't want to see you two together again, okay?
Look, boy's stupid. I don't want to have to tell you again, I'm married, and very happily so. Now, it ain't that kind of party between me and Yvonne. We sing good together, and that is it.
Wrong again, you polygamous punk. You sang good together. End of story.
I'm going outside, and I'm going to check the audio, okay? I think you better stay here and talk to Bubba alone.
Why? Why can't you understand that Jesse and I are just business partners?
Business partners.
Did you hear the man? He's got a wife and a kid.
Look, will you get real, Yvonne? Married doesn't mean you still don't want a little on the side.
Jesse's not like that.
Oh, no. Oh, what makes you so sure? Would he already turn you down?
No. Oh, you know, there's no sense in even trying to talk to you.
Okay. Okay, if Jesse doesn't mean anything to you, prove it.
Now, how am I supposed
Get rid of him!
You know, if you really cared for me, you wouldn't ask me to give up this job. Not when I'm finally starting to feel good about myself.
Look, you want to tell him or do I?
No, I'm not, and neither are you.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. Look, I worked hard to get this job, and I'm not going to let you or anybody else mess it up for me.
Now, you listen to me.
Hey, Yvonne, you're on.
I'll be right there.
Yes, you're wrong. I invited you here to make a nice evening for my mother. She's depressed.
Real estate business is that bad, huh?
She's lonely. Okay, all right. If you want to be honest about it, I did have an ulterior motive.
Now, how did I know that?
Would you listen to my new idea for the show?
That's your ulterior motive?
Maybe you misjudged me. Here you go. Take a look.
Sex?
You've heard of it.
Yeah, just not on my show.
Well, why not? Come on, name one other subject that has such universal appeal.
Okay, I'll give you that point.
Dr. Cliff Warner answers your questions about human sexuality, your sexual problems, your fantasies. Dr. Warner separates fact from myth.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
See, there are a lot of people who are uninformed about this. You might not believe it, but the subject of sex frightens some people. It embarrasses them.
And I don't suppose you're one of those, are you?
Very astute of you.
Okay, so, how am I supposed to be informing the uninformed masses?
See, it is just perfect for the show, because over the telephone, people will ask you questions that they would never ask a doctor in person.
You really have thought about this, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. We could do a whole series on it. The ratings, oh, they would go through the roof.
Yeah, I'm sure they would. I'll think about it, okay?
Give me a yes or a no.
Liza, it is an okay idea. But I am not a psychiatrist, and I am not a sex therapist.
You're a doctor.
Liza, you just don't think I'm the right guy for this.
Hello. Mother, you're back. Yes, sorry I'm late, and I'm glad I got here before you left, Cliff. Oh, that restaurant took so long, I thought I would never get home.
Well, I'm sorry we missed you, too. I know Liza was disappointed.
Oh, was she? I was too, darling. I was disappointed.
Well, anyway, you missed a great dinner. She's a very good cook.
Yes, Liza has many talents. She never ceases to amaze me.
Mother, you look very tired.
Oh, do I? Well, no wonder with the week I've had.
Anyway, I would love to stay and talk to your mother, but I do have to go.
Oh, I do hope you're not leaving on my account.
No, not at all. Actually, I stayed on your account, but it is getting kind of late. Anyway, good night, Mrs. Colby.
Good night, Cliff.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Well, thanks a lot, Mother.
Zach, I can't understand why you're so upset.
Nina, I've always been careful not to allow physical desires to mess up my head or impair my ability to work with others. And tonight I was...
But nothing happened tonight, Zach.
Nina, you know very well something might have happened tonight.
Zach, all I know is that I was in a lot of pain, and you came over here and you cured me. I'm very grateful to you for that.
Don't you understand? I am right on the edge of taking advantage of that gratitude.
Zach, no, don't do this to yourself. Now, let's just forget about
No, I can't forget it, Nina. I've just discovered something about myself.
but I have a very deep, unconscious desire for you. And I've been blocking it probably for months.
Zach, that's not true.
Yes, it is true, Nina. And it's a very dangerous thing for somebody like myself with my gifts. So easily can be misconstrued. It's a form of manipulation.
Zach, what are we going to do?
Nina, your friendship means the world to me.
I feel just the same way about you.
But I can never see you again.
I don't blame you for being mad at me.
Mad? Me? Just because I quit my job at the Chateau, put a deposit on an apartment over in King's Cross so I can be near you because you plan to move there? Why should I be mad?
Mark, I was going to tell you.
Really? When? After I'd moved?
Look, you have to be honest. I didn't ask you to leave your job. I didn't ask you to move to King's Cross.
You sure as hell didn't dissuade me.
Well, I tried. You're right. I'm sorry. I really should have told you. I should have told you when I made the decision.
Why didn't you?
Because I just didn't want to go into it right then.
Oh, this is great.
Mark, look, I was confused. A lot of things have happened to me. And between you and Tom and Aunt Phoebe trying to tell me what I should do with my life, I finally had to decide what was going to be best for me and Laura.
All right, so obviously you think coming back to Pine Valley is best, okay.
Yes, I do. And we're going to be moving into the carriage house in a couple of days.
Where does that leave me?
Mark, look, I can't take responsibility for you because my first priorities have to be with my daughter.
Well, let me tell you. In King's Cross, that's where it leaves me.
Is that what you want?
Brooke, I want to be near you. The whole subject of King's Cross would never have come up if you hadn't said you wanted to stay there.
Well, maybe you could call Ellen and see if you could get your old job back.
Oh, damn it. Brooke, you are the most important thing in my life. You are more important to me than any job. All right, I want to know something, and I want to know it now. Do we stand any sort of a chance? There you go.
Thank you.
That's good.
Hot chocolate is something you never outgrow.
In high school, Jenny used to make this all the time. When we were studying together, you know, coming back from ice skating and stuff. You know, I taught her how to ice skate, did I tell you that?
Of course, I remember. Don't you remember the first time we all went skating together? Jesse and Jenny were having a contest to see who could stay up the longest.
Right. I will never forget Jesse's expression when he fell first. That was fun.
You know, it's funny how much the two of them had in common. I mean, you and I started skating when we were 4 years old.
Jenny had never even seen snow.
Well, Jesse only knew how to shovel it. I mean, he never had a sled or skates. Things that you and I took for granted.
Oh, those were good times, weren't they? The four of us together.
I'm getting nostalgic. Is Miller's Pond frozen over yet?
I haven't seen the kids on it yet, so I don't know.
Well, how about the three of us going skating as soon as it freezes over?
Yeah, that could be a lot of fun. We should do that. I wonder if...
What?
Nothing. We should do that. I wonder if...
What?
Nothing. We should do that. I wonder if...
What?
Nothing.
Come on, now, what were you going to say?
I wonder what Jenny would think if she met Sheila.
You mean if she'd like her?
Yeah, I think it'd just be kind of weird if, you know, to come face to face with somebody who looks so much like you.
Well, you think it goes beyond looks, don't you? The similarity.
Well, I know they both had rough, you know, childhoods and stuff.
But you like Sheila and you're wondering if Jenny would approve.
I know Jesse doesn't approve of her.
Greg, you can't worry about what other people think. I mean, I wouldn't be married to Jesse right now if I'd listened to my father. And your mother wasn't so thrilled about you marrying Jenny either.
Still right about that.
Well, anyway, the point is Jenny wouldn't have wanted you to sit around living in the past.
Yeah, I know.
And listen, if you like Sheila. That does not diminish the love that you had for Jenny. She'd be the first to tell you not to feel guilty.
Thanks. Thank you.
You feel better?
Yeah.
You look better.
You know something? Jenny was so special. So are you, Angie.
Thank you. And thanks for the picture, Frankie.
Hey, I'm glad to do that. It was my pleasure, really.
Good.
I gotta be cutting out now. Okay. So, this will catch you later. And, say hi to Jess for me, and, till I see you again, you take care.
Thanks,
All right? Bye-bye.
Zach, remember how you're always saying that you can sense whenever I need you?
Yes.
Well, maybe now you need me. Let me help you.
That's different, Nina.
Why is it different? Because you're the one who's in need?
It's not that. I'm not one of those kind of guys that are afraid to show their feelings.
Well, then, Zach, what is it?
Nina, I've always known that you're an incredibly beautiful young woman. But what I was drawn to was something far greater. Your inner self, Nina. That's the basis of our entire relationship.
Zach, I understand completely. We have a very special, close friendship because we share a common belief. Believe in the power of the mind to heal.
And I'm glad that I was able to open up your mind to that power.
And I still want to learn.
And I still have a lot to give.
And I want you to be able to continue doing your research so that other people can benefit from your teaching.
Oh, Nina, I wish that I could. If only I could trust that I wouldn't get involved with things like physical desire.
Oh, Zach, I trust you. Now, I think that what might have happened between us was just because you were so happy that you were able to help me. That's all.
I hope you're right.
I am. You'll see.
Listen, I gotta get back to work. Your parents are gonna be worried about me.
All right. Zach, thanks for everything.
Glad you're feeling better. Nina, I think it's better that Cliff doesn't know what happened tonight.
Oh, I wouldn't tell Cliff. He would never understand.
Well, maybe he will someday.
Well, I can keep hoping. Oh, Zach, don't forget the check.
Are you sure you want me to take it?
I am positive. I don't want any more talk about your leaving town. All right?
Right. Good night, Nina.
Good night.
You still got it, Zacko.
Liza, I'm ready for your worst, okay? After all the trouble that I went through to get him over here, how could you just walk in and ruin everything?
Because I have misgivings about what you are doing.
Everything was going so perfectly. He was just starting to relax. And you have to walk in and come barreling through.
I should have never let you talk me into going out in the first place, and the only reason I did was to avoid an unpleasant scene.
Oh, if you wanted to avoid that, you shouldn't have come back so early.
Liza, I am your mother. Now, I may not be the mother that you want, but I'm the mother that you have. And I love you very much.
Oh, right.
And I came back because I think you're doing something very harmful to yourself.
Please!
Liza, getting involved with a married man can only cause pain and heartache, I'm telling you.
But I told you, Nina and Cliff aren't getting along anymore.
Has Cliff told that to you?
No, he hasn't. But when a husband doesn't want to go home at night, I think that's a pretty good sign.
Yes, if it's night after night, but that's not true in this case.
Mother, you just don't understand.
Liza, okay, try and learn from my mistakes. Remember how I almost ruined my life with Alan Reynolds?
Don't you compare yourself to me.
All right. Then please take my advice and stay away from Cliff. He is not the only man left in the world.
I came right over, honey. Mama said you left the party because you weren't feeling well.
Well, that's true, I wasn't, but I'm feeling much, much better now.
Good.
Party all over?
Oh, yes, thank heaven. Honestly, you didn't miss a thing, I can tell you that.
I thought Father was in one of his festive moods.
I think your father's lost his marbles.
What's he done now?
Do you see him? Do you notice how he is when that woman is fawning all over him?
Which woman, June or Cynthia?
You do notice. Cynthia.
Do you know that he absolutely gobbles up every little seedy compliment she gives him?
I think the only reason he's so nice to Cynthia is because he wants to keep Andrew happy.
Well, what do you think of them?
Andrew and Cynthia?
Yes.
How can you ask me that?
I'm glad I'm not the only one. I thought that wretched party for them was a crashing bore. And to make everything even worse, do you know your friend walked out?
My friend?
Zach. He just walked out in the middle of the party, told my mama that he had to go to the store for Palmer.
Oh, no, Father was probably really annoyed, wasn't he?
That's putting it mildly. The only good thing to come out of this evening is that by tomorrow, your friend will not be in our employ. I couldn't be happier.
No, oh no, you might, don't let Father fire him.
What are you talking about? You said this evening yourself you don't trust him.
I was wrong about him.
Nina?
No, now listen to me. Zach was here until just about half an hour ago.
Wait a minute.
All right.
He left and he came here?
Yes, he did. Now listen. I was trying to cover up how sick I was at the party so I wouldn't spoil everybody's evening. But the truth is that when I got home, I was really sick.
Sick? You should call somebody. Where's Cliff?
Well, I couldn't find Cliff. But the point is that Zach saw me leave the party, and he came here to check up on me.
Oh, I'll just bet he did.
Now, just wait a minute. If Zach hadn't been here this evening, I don't know what I would have done. The pains were incredible.
Darling, you're not telling me that you don't think that because he said some kind of mumbo-jumbo that you got better?
He didn't say any mumbo-jumbo. He just talked to me, and he calmed me down, and the pain went away.
Oh, honey, you don't think that because of what he did, you got some kind of healing?
I know that that's what happened.
I think you're losing your mind.
You know, I really like what you're doing so far, except that you're doing a little too much classical, you know? I think we should do more jazz, you know?
Okay.
Oh, hi, Greg. I'll talk to you tomorrow at rehearsal.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.
So what brings you here?
We just had some digging to do at the library. What about you?
Just talking over some routine with the dancers. Did you hear about your brother-in-law?
Tab? What's he done now? What's happened?
Nothing. He's landed the role of Romeo.
Hey, well, you must be one heck of an acting teacher then.
No, I can't take any of the credit. It was strictly Juliet.
Juliet?
Mm-hmm. Hillary.
Hillary. Oh. My love does work in mysterious ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Hey, listen, I hear that the Center City Ballet is premiering a new work next week, and I just got 2 free tickets. Would you like to go? It's next week.
Yeah. You know, I would love to. I really would. But only if you promise me one thing, and that is, you explain to me everything that it means. I don't know what that stuff means at all. Will you explain it? I mean, if you do that,
Yeah, would you rather not go?
No, I really want to learn about it. I do.
Really?
Yes.
Good. That's great. I think you'll enjoy it.
Good.
Greg, can I ask you something personal?
How personal?
What would you think if I changed my hair? You know, something a little different.
Change your hair. You're tired of the way it is here now or something?
No, it's not that.
It's too much trouble to get all those curls and waves and stuff.
You don't like the idea, do you?
I didn't say that. Why do you want to change it?
So I'll look less like Jenny? So I'll look less like Jenny?
Only you cared when I needed a friend.
You believed in me through thick and thin. This song is for you, filled with gratitude and love.
Tell me something, they always like that? Like what? Like all over each other? I'd say they got a thing going for each other. Oh, really? Well, you got her admit they're really good together. She's good. Not bad. Look at him.
You know, I don't know what that guy's got, but he's always got women chasing after him.
But you know it?
Oh, yeah, I know. Me and Jesse go way back.
What's the scoop on him? I hear he has a wife and kid.
Yeah, you heard right. But he doesn't let that stop him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
come in with me.
Marty, you're hurting me.
Man, let it go.
Well, what's the verdict? Want me to give up and ride off into the sunset, or?
Oh, Mark, please don't be so melodramatic.
Okay, how about a straight answer?
You know how I feel about you. I love you as a friend. I'm sorry if that's not what you want to hear.
Well, do you think it'll happen in time?
I don't know. How can I know that? Look, you're a wonderful man and you're a wonderful friend, and I don't know what I would have done without your support all these months. But I am just not ready for anything more. Not yet.
Is it Tom? I mean, are you still in love with him?
Look, Tom and I are divorced. But he is Laura's father, and I am going to have to see him. Look, I have a new work assignment. I'm a mother for the first time. I have a lot of things on my mind right now.
And I'm just making things worse.
No, I didn't say that. But if you continue to pressure me...
I won't. I won't. You want to just see how it goes?
Fine.
You want a kiss on that? You got great eyes, you know that?
You mean you started getting sick at the party? That's right. And I thought that if I would come home and lie down, I'd feel better. But instead, the pains kept getting worse.
Wait a minute. Were they on your right side or left side? What?
No, it wasn't appendicitis, if you think that's what it was.
How do you know? You're not a doctor. If this was happening to you, where is Cliff anyway?
I don't know where Cliff is, and it doesn't matter. I don't need him now. I'm fine. I really am.
All right. Maybe it was tension. Maybe you just needed to relax.
You know what? I bet it was the cup of hot tea you had. That's what did the trick. Just because I believe doesn't mean you have to believe. But I do believe it. It's just that it does sound so absurd. I know how absurd it sounds. I really do. But Zach really did help me. And I don't want him to lose his job because of that. Please.
All right, all right. If it means that much to you, I'll try to talk to your father. I'll see if I can calm him down.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it.
I said, let the girl go, man.
Look, Yvonne is mine.
Yeah, well, she won't be yours for long if you keep throwing around this troglodyte attitude of yours.
Okay, Jesse,
man?
it's okay.
No, you stay out of it. Look, don't be stupid. I don't like to see a man pushing a woman around. I don't care if he is married to her or what. You got that? You like to push women around? That's right. I like to push it around. All right. You got punk.
Hey, long time no see.
I swear, just when I thought it was safe to go back outside, you show your ugly face, Murray.
You can't seem to stay out of trouble, can you, Jess? Don't you know any better than to fool around with another man's woman?
Yo, man, why don't you do your mother a favor and die, man?
That's enough. Hey,
You sang the wrong song this time,
what's
Hubbard.
going on here? Come on, it's all over. Listen, you guys take this outside.
You got a bad attitude, Jesse. You're gonna get yours one of these days. I feel it in my bones.
Oh, you can count on it.
Come on, Marty.
I'm not gonna forget this, man.
Yeah, that makes two of us, fool.
I know. I was one of them. And I think it might be a little easier if the resemblance wasn't so strong.
Oh, so people are giving you a hard time about that?
I get tired of the comparison.
Well, I tell you what. I would bet if you cut your hair off, I mean, not all of it, if you cut your hair, you'd still be very pretty. How about that?
That's spoken like a true friend.
I see, I don't pick my friends based on their haircuts. Do you?
You better get to the library.
Oh, yeah.
And I better get home.
Hi.
Hi. I thought you'd be at your dad's.
Well, I wasn't feeling well, so I came home early.
What was wrong with you?
I was having some stomach pains. It's all right.
Well, why didn't you call me?
Well, I tried to, but you weren't at the office, and Liza said you'd already left.
Well, yeah, I stopped at the hospital on my way home. You all right now?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'm glad it wasn't anything serious. Is Bobby asleep?
Mm-hmm. He went to bed a little while ago. He had a fun time at the puppet show tonight.
Good. I'm glad he had a good time. So what'd you do all night?
I was thinking.
About anything in particular?
About us.
Come to any big conclusions?
Just that I don't want things to go on the way they have been.
I'll second that.
Cliff, life is just too short for us to keep fighting like this. Couldn't we try to meet halfway?
Yeah. I don't like this distance any more than you do, believe me.
I'm lonely. And I really miss you.
I miss you too.
I know Cliff isn't the only man in the world, but he's the only one I want. Liza, you are young. You've got your whole life ahead of you. I am old enough to know what I want. Will you listen to me? The most self-destructive thing a woman can do is getting involved with a married man. They take a lot and give very little. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to hear it. Liza, even if he's madly in love with you, he'll be torn between his family and you. I mean, there's no guarantee that Cliff is going to leave his wife and son for you either. All right, I'll take that chance. Are you also going to take the chance of playing second or third place in his life, too? No. No, I'm going to be Cliff's wife, not his mistress. And how do you expect to do that? Well, I'll find some way to break through his ridiculous sense of morality. Liza, you've got to stop this, please. See, Cliff is deliberately rejecting me now because he wants to ease his conscience. He really wants me to keep trying, so that when I do seduce him, he won't have to feel as guilty. But, Liza, I don't understand the logic of this. But I can clearly see you are determined to pursue Cliff Warner. I am very determined. Good night, Mother. Just making a list of some things I have to do. I don't think my memory's quite what it used to be.
No, come now, you're not that old. You just wait.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think being a single mother is going to take a lot of organization.
Well, your Aunt Phoebe and I will do all we can to help, and then Mrs. Valentine and Hillary will lend a hand too.
Don't think I don't appreciate that either.
May I?
Oh, sure. Be my guest.
I'll be happy to pick up the cradle from Tom if you like.
That would be great. Let me check with him first, though.
Does he know you're back?
No, I have to call him soon because we're going to have to, arrange for visitation rights and everything.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that you're going to let him see his little girl. If you could have seen the depth of emotion in his face when I told him that he had a daughter.
Well, Tom's always wanted children, and I'm sure Laura will be a very big part of his life.
You'll be a big part of her life, let me tell you. You know, Brooke, a daughter needs a father just as much as a son does. I didn't realize that until Hillary came back into my life.
You have a very nice relationship with her, don't you?
You're looking at a very fortunate man. I've had a second chance with both my wife and my daughter.
I'm so glad you and Aunt Phoebe are back together. I really am.
And I hope you will be as fortunate.
Well, Langley, Tom and I are divorced, and I think what I have to do is concentrate on making a new life for Laura and myself, and that's what I'm going to do.
You'll do a beautiful job of it. I have every confidence in you.
Mr. Day, this is Angela Hubbard.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Angie?
I was just wondering, is Jessica still around?
Nope, you left about a half an hour ago.
Oh, she should have been home by now.
Hold on a second, let me see if Eddie knows anything. Eddie, Would Jesse say where he was going?
He said something about going over to the college.
Said he was going by the college. Bye.
Oh, okay, thanks. Bye.
Angie, is Jesse here?
No.
Oh. What, is something wrong? Angie, I'm really worried. Marty was so mad at Jesse.
Why? What happened?
Well, they had this fight at the club tonight, and after Jesse left, Marty and some guy went looking for him.
What guy?
I don't know. I never saw him before, but his name was, Murray.
Oh, no.
I'm just afraid that if they catch up with Jesse somewhere, there's going to be real trouble. Oh, no.
Yo, I'm glad I ran into you, man. I left my book over in Reed Hall. It's locked up.
No problem, Jess. Keep as long as you like.
Hey, thanks. Thanks a lot.
So, how are things going at the rendezvous?
Pretty good. Pretty good. We're breaking it in, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Gotta get over there one of these days. I hear you and Yvonne do one hell of a job.
Oh, you hear that, huh? Oh, that's good. That's good. Hey, if you're in the neighborhood, stop in. You know, spring for a drink. They give me a discount over there now. You know,
I might take you up on that.
Yeah.
See you later, Jess.
Hey, thanks again, man.